you doing? Welcome to Lumber and Lures. My name's Kevin. We're gonna unload a early 1900s sawmill. It's gonna be one of our projects on the channel to restore it and get it going, but we're gonna do that and just get a few more things done here today on this little blurb, and away we go. Talk to you after. The old loader's got a slow leak. One more time. Well, we're going to fire the old girl up here and unload a 1900s era sawmill that we're going to try and restore. If anything, if we get it running and cutting, that's great. If we don't, well, we'll make a nice lawn ornament out of it. Let's see if this old girl will fire up here. Uh-oh, might need to boost her. Yep, got a booster. Well, we'll give her another try here, see what happens. There we go. Let her warm up a little bit. Hydraulics are working. Let's put in 5 gallons of new oil. Hopefully we can make her cut again. Kind of cool, eh? This is old school saw technology, man. This old mill, boy oh boy, there's a lot of homemade stuff on here, like this ratchet here, for instance. This ratchet is what gives you your thickness of your boards up against the, when you cut them. And looks to me like this old timer took a pipe and welded along cold roll and made himself a poor man's ratchet. It's going to be interesting to try to get going, but I might get a reproduction ratchet that can be built at a machine shop, but we'll see. And here's the mandrel for the blade. Right here. How that's not seized on there, I do not know. But this is the big blade will be mounting on this guy. And this guy will be driven by an old stationary motor. If you look at these guys, these were bought out of a catalog. These are actual barbs for holding down the log. These came off another mill, or they bought them at a off a catalog or something. These guys right here, these are what you hold the log down with on the carriage. They're pretty seized up. Pretty ingenious. Right here is what you call the windlass. This cable is hooked up to the power in some sort of way, and I think it would be to this somehow. And the cable would go around it, just a couple wraps, and you'd tighten the cable one way to pull the mill one way, you'd tighten the cable the other way to pull the mill the other. Pretty basic old stuff. Oh, that's going to be a really good project, that mill. About 1900, homemade. There are some pieces on it that are they're either bought from hardware or something like that, or maybe even off an older mill. But it's going to be quite interesting getting that thing going. That'll be later on in the episodes of the channel. First things we're going to do is get this mill all dialed in and leveled out properly, get the building built up around it. Hopefully that old lull loader that I use keeps working. She just doesn't seem to want to die, that old slant 6 in there. Really good. But yeah, as we go, we're going to be cutting wood for the build on the shack. We're going to build a few shacks around here. We're going to put together a little package of post and beam bunkie for our lake up in northern Saskatchewan, and that'll be part of the episode too. We'll be going right from the tree all the way to the timber, and then cut the mortise and tenon and get it all in there, and it'll all work great. So join us, check it out. More will come later. Talk to you after.
Next time on Lumber and Lures.
We're in the middle of everything, man. We're heading up to Besnard here in a couple days, Gotta take some measurements, look at things, logistics, the whole 9 yards. We gotta get a boat out of a lake. We got everything to do. And we have a very short time frame. But I'm sure my son and I will get her done. And it will all work out. More later.